Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style.
Stop scrambling just to talk about some freaking kickball games.
Sorry to inconvenience you.
Let's focus on what's important here. Week 3 coming off the meet and greet. I hope that peanut butter and jelly sandwich is treating you just fine, Mr. Pena.
I'm gonna sneeze.
Yeah, you had time to eat that, but not time for me to finish my scramble game. Thank you, Mr.
Well, maybe that should be Pena's weekly segment. Is just Pena eats a sandwich. Just showing everything.
Yeah.
Everyone, submit what you would like to see Pena eat on a sandwich.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, dude, that'd be great if you had to eat whatever the viewers said you had to eat.
Pena, Kenya.
Alright.
Foul balls versus wasted talent. Wasted talent coming off that loss. Foul balls, a tie with Chicken Tetrazzini. On issue of vastly more experienced squad with foul balls. Not a lot of teams you can compare them to and say that, but definitely with wasted talent. My heart, my mind, and my money go to the foul balls in this game. I think they may get a win, much along the lines of what New Kickheads did last week. Wasted Talent's going to improve after that first game, now that they sort of know how a kickball game works. But it's not going to be enough. So I'll go 2.5 runs at least to the foul balls.
Alright. Yeah, I think it's a good line. I think that foul balls, I think of wasted talent. They're a rookie team. A lot of rookie teams kick away a lot more than bunt, which in this case, in normal cases, there's a reason why most teams bunt. But I think bunting plays into the strength of the foul balls, which is putting it in the hands of Joe Perceau. And their catcher, who's catching for foul balls? He did good too, though.
Julius.
Who's Julius?
I know.
There's no one named
I'm
Julius
just
on that
making
team.
stuff up.
I can't remember who was catching, but they both did well. So if they're going to bunt, it's going to play into foul ball's hands. So they might as well just embrace their rookiness and just kick away, right? So in that case, I think they'll score some runs. However, I think foul balls, their experience level that you allude to, I don't think that they'll have any problems scoring runs against wasted talent. I think this will be a relatively high-scoring game, but I do think that foul balls, I'll give them 1.5 runs.
Yeah, I'm going to side with you guys. I think foul balls is, whatever you guys said. I'm going to go about 1.5 runs. I'm not going to go 2.5. I'm going to say a little bit under 2.
So 2 agreement or 1.5.
I like the halves. If I learned from Brent, is you go the halves for the betting lines.
So 1.5.
That sounds
Let's
about
go
right.
1.5.
All right.
1.5 foul balls.
Foul balls. Just remember, I respect you more than these two. Don't ever be let it said that I do not. And the next game, the New Kickheads will... this is sort of a switcheroo from week 1. New Kickheads now get Chicken Tetrazzini. Promises to be possibly another outcome like Chicken Tetrazzini had in week 1. Very close match. That's why I say that. Hard to say who would come out. I will go sort of a repeat from that last line. Experience-wise, a little more talent on Chicken Tetrazzini, I would say. I give them the slightest edge, 0.5 run.
With these two teams, it's so difficult to predict. So if you go back to last spring, both teams were really, obviously New Kickhead struggled more. They were 0-11. Chicken Tetrazzini had a couple wins in there, but still, they're so up and down. Like, one week they'd show up and they'd be in it, they'd be competitive. Next week they'd get blown out. So it's so hard to predict these two teams. I think I'll go with your line, though. Chicken Tetrazzini, they showed me some good stuff on Wednesday. I think that they'll 0.5 run favorite. I'll go with them, but it's going to be a close game, and I think it's
Stop breathing so heavily. Jesus.
Oh, man. He's rubbing my new Property of Peninsula Pounders shirt that's available at cafepress.com/Peninsula Pounders.
Nice plug. Nice plug.
Anyways, Chicken Tetrazzini, they showed me some good stuff. So New Kicks on the Block, they got a win. Should be a good game. I'll go with the Angry Birds half a run.
Yeah. New Kickheads on the Block.
Plugging this shit.
1-0 after that win against Wasted Town. Chicken Tetrazzini had a tough loss last week.
They had a tough tie last week.
Yeah, tough tie. Excuse
Remember
me.
from 10 minutes ago?
Yeah. Thank you for that. I remember that. Thank you. But this is my upset special right here. Even though it should be an upset special because New Kickheads are undefeated on the season, you guys have picked against them, each one of you. So now I am going to go for New Kickheads on the Block 1-run win over Chicken Tetrazzini. I feel like the defense for New Kickheads is going to swallow up those kick balls, and I feel like even if they do drop it or make a little mistake, like we talked about, the speed isn't quite there. You can drop a ball and still throw it down the line and probably get that out. So I'm looking for the team with Andy Foster at the charge position that he's getting acquainted of to upset Chicken Tetrazzini in a 2-1 game.
Oh, snap. All right,
So I'll
so
say
pick them.
Yeah, they'll average out to a pick 'em.
Hell yeah. I love how my random rant goes into a pick 'em.
No, I mean, we're only half run to Chicken Tetrazzini, so I'm easily swayed to a pick 'em. That's
Especially by the likes of you.
Thank you.
And the final game of the 6:30 hour, Free Ballin' versus the Chubby Gangsters. Two teams haven't got a chance to play each other last season,
no.
not in the tournament or the regular season.
I think their game last year was rained out, and that was one of the ones that we lost that we couldn't. So I don't know. I'm just making that up.
Yeah.
But yeah, two teams. So Free Ballin', fresh off a big 5-4 victory over Battlestar, and the Chubby Gangsters, heartbreaking loss in the last inning to Peanut Butter Jelly Time. So I think it's going to be interesting to see how the Chubby Gangsters respond to such a, just a gut punch in that game. So I don't know. What do you guys think?
Well, I'm just glad I don't have to pull any punches anymore when it comes to talking about the Chubby Gangsters. I can say what I really feel.
There it is.
Which is, Free Ballin's gonna come out and smoke that gangster out. 2.5 run. Free Ballin'. Smoke that gangster out.
2.5, huh?
I'm gonna follow those sentiments. Free Ballin'. What?
You're gonna follow my sentiments?
Is that what it is?
Sentiments?
I don't know, man. Like, I just talk.
Sentiments.
It's sand.
Silted.
Sand, whatever.
Yeah.
Follow your sand. I'm gonna be on your beaches right now, storming them, free balling, winning this game by 3 runs.
You guys didn't have any facts to back up why you think that's going to happen.
Mark Flores is the only fact that
I
I'm
had
going
a
to present
fact
to
about
this
why
table.
No.
my opinion changed.
Now, despite the fact that you guys didn't say anything to back up why you think this will be such a lopsided game, I actually believe you because you said it with such passion. So I'll go Free Ball by 2.5, but I'll say this. I did have the practice. So on Wednesday with the meet and greet, before the meet and greet, I actually met up with... it was 5 o'clockers, Burning Bridges, and Free Ball. We all had a joint practice / scrimmage. Free Ball looked pretty good. They had their moments. I think they're going to piece it together. I don't see Chubby Gangsters preparing as hard as Free Ballin' does, so I'll go with that 2.5, and I'll actually have a factual reason for that opinion.
It's all hard,
Was
man.
something you saw in a scrimmage? That's your factual reason.
A scrimmage against 2 of the top teams in the league.
Would you call free balling a top
Jerk
team
off?
in the league? Free
No,
balling a
it's
top
in
team
there.
in the league?
Against. So Free Ballin' held their own against Burning Bridges and 5 o'clockers. We had a combined.
You call Burning
Two
Bridges
teams
a
are
top team
combined
in the league?
0-1-1.
Yes. Yeah.
Boo!
Fact! Bam!
That's a small
Numbers!
It's a small sample size.
Speaking of small sample sizes,
Yes?
no, I was just going to
Oh.
segue to you.
Yeah. I know. That's why I responded. Alright, so we've had a small sample of our picks for next week, so we understand if you don't want to tune in for the rest, but we hope you would. We'll talk about bigger things coming up next with the 7:30 games.